Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about Bitcoin, the 1%ers, how you could be part of that 1%er, the future of the Bitcoin world, how you could be part of that 1%. So says an article here on Coinbase that I'm going to share with you guys. Also, EOS apparently is a top performer this year. We're going to be talking about EOS maintaining its value 2018. And finally, TD Ameritrade has entered the crypto space. We're talking about the suits. You guys like the suits. You like the legacy financial system. So I'm going to share with you guys what appears to be like some bullish news. But first, let me shout out all my Champagne Crypto Maniac boomers out there who are tuning into this live broadcast. Indeed, we are live. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the like. Caress all the buttons for Champagne. Molest the buttons if you're feeling aggressive out there. They're only buttons as well. Shout out to Cliff Martin, the rest of the boomers that are entering the platoon box here. With me, I see you. Kaboom. Good morning. Happy Friday to everybody out there who's working under someone else. No man should have a boss out there if they're an independent boomer. But if you are one of those that do have a boss, we're sending out our positive energy for you. Hopefully you could become independent sooner than later. Shout out to all the maniacs like Mike Pfeiffer entering the blockchain box here. I see you, Mike. Good morning. We got 6 in the chat room, right? 8 in the chat room. We just started. We're getting this oven preheated. The broiler is warming up, as I say, to 450 and beyond. D-Rock Lizzo has jumped into the box. The boomers are entering, guys. Touch the buttons for me. Let the globe know that you're booming with Champagne and the rest of the crypto maniacs worldwide. The energy doesn't stop. We're here trading sideways during this entire Bitcoin off season, finding ways to get healthier and wealthier with every trade and every lift. If you're not looking like Larry Wheels and 300 Spartans by the end of the year, I need you to do it right now. Start eating healthier and start pulling some weight so you can become stronger when this Bitcoin boom comes. You'll be prepared for it. Shout out to Lucian Bobach. I see you guys. Lucian's here, Cliff's here, D-Rock's here, Mike's here, Ohm's here, Cliff's here. We got boomers in the box. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you maniacs and get right to it. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin 1%ers. EOS apparently is a top performer of 2018, and then TD Ameritrade has entered the crypto space. We're going to be talking about all of that. Good morning to Hefe Crypto. He says, yo, what's good, my boy Champagne? Good morning to all the maniacs. You caught me at a great time. We're just starting the live broadcast. We're live. More kabooms. And if you're not touching the buttons, do it right now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys and turn off these coins. There we go. Cryptocurrency market. Let's see how healthy or ill things are looking. But it seems like we've been trading sideways, and it's just about the same thing, the same story every single day here. A sideways trade. Market cap at 219 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 52.1%. Just about the same as we were at yesterday. 65.96 on the bits. More bits, and more kaboom. Ethereum, after they announced that Ether 2.0, the Casper and the sharding, apparently they got an upgrade there that will solve the scalability issue. I don't know if it's been implemented or whatnot, but it hasn't positively impacted the price of Ethereum as much as some would like. Ether is trash bags. Throw it in the dumpster right now. Do you smell it? It smells like central banking out there, guys. It smells and reeks like the Federal Reserve. Bitcoin Cash at 515. EOS at 577. This one's kind of a polarizing coin out there. Some say it's not as centralized as they like it to be. But today we're talking about EOS. You know, I have, a little baggie out there, maybe a nickel or a dime bag out there, just a small bag. I'm in for the ride out there. And apparently there's a bullish article says that EOS is down the least in 2018 out of all the cryptos, and we're going to be discussing of that. Stellar at 24 cents. This one's Ripple's little cousin, and I've said in my prior broadcast, I got an eye on Stellar just in case it acts funny bunny out there. If Stellar acts funny bunny like its cousin Ripple, We'll snipe it out the box as well. I'm giving it a hall pass for now. Let's see how Stellar behaves. Litecoin at $58 at the beginning of the week. We spoke about Litecoin. The technicals have been indicating that Litecoin is set for a kaboom like no other. Shalom said time to pump. Hopefully, there will be some more light out there, guys. I say this in all my broadcasts. Let there be light. Let there be light. I have this bag of Litecoin. Let it kaboom already. Tether at 99 cents. Cardano, ADA. This is probably one of the most talked about coins here as far as the top 10 coins, okay? Obviously, Bitcoin's the #1 gunner worldwide, but I see a lot of boomers talking about Cardano there in the box. I did an interview with the lead developer of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, back in January. Make sure you search that. Tune into the good crypto word. Cardano being that 3rd-generation blockchain, the first scientifically peer-reviewed, being that they have science behind it. It takes a little bit longer to implement what they're implementing. I remember Charles Hoskinson explaining to us that they want to take their time building this blockchain, do it with care, the same care that an engineer building an airplane would take. So make sure that all the kinks are worked out or whatnot. Shout out to Cliff. Shalom. Shalom, I see you. Hefe Crypto, Derek McLean, FN Base. We got boomers here in the building. We'll be talking about the Bitcoin 1%ers out there. How much do you need to own to be considered one of those 1%ers? And apparently it looks like we got the 1% of the Bitcoin maniacs here in the trenches. Guys like CryptoZilla, a 5-star sniper out here shooting at whatever moves. Lucian Bobach is here. Cardano will kaboom next year. He says hopefully. Cliff Martin is out here. Shalom, a day one maniac. Hefe Crypto, Derek McLean with the gang, and the rest of the boomers. I see you, Joseph. I see you. Make sure you're touching the buttons out here. Thank God it's Friday. For some of you guys that are working in a hierarchical structure and have a man above you that you're calling your boss, guys, it doesn't make sense. How are you going to call another man your boss out there? Hopefully, you're doing what you can to work your way to independence, to more booms, and more kabooms out there. Indie boomers is the way. We don't need any other men telling us what to do or holding our bags out there. Shalom believes that proof of stake coins equal trash bags. We're going to be talking more about EOS. Apparently, it's been holding its ground out there, and I want to see what the other boomers have to say about it. CryptoZilla says, ask the miners of XLM if they are different than XRP. LOL. Is XLM is Neem, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it is. Or no. Is that Stellar? Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. Stellar. I'm not, I don't really hold these bags out here, these Ripple bags, these Stellar bags. But some people here in the population have said that Stellar is a boomer. So I gave it a pass. I let it slide through here in the population. Let's see what it does for us. Future physical settlement is live, guys. Check it out. Says Shalom, we will. Derek McLean says he calls a woman a boss. LOL. That's what it is. I mean, you shouldn't be calling anybody your boss if you're an independent man. But hey, listen, we've all had a boss at one point, including Champagne. So I'm not knocking you guys out there. I know you guys are doing what you got to do out there. You got to make sure you eat, pay the bills. The world is real out there. But hopefully you're positioning and accumulating your bags so that you can have some crypto independence worldwide. Shout out to Cliff Martin Zing. Cliff Martin, exactly. Derek McLean says POW is old tech, proof of work. Joseph says any Champagne time frame for cryptos to the moon. We'll be talking about that. I think that we're going to be trading sideways for a little bit longer out there. I think the road back to the all-time high is going to take a little longer than some expected, although I'm still bullish for the mid to long term. Now, with the short term, I'm not bearish, but I don't think there's going to be much fireworks out there. Perhaps maybe we'll see one strong run-up by the end of the year as soon as this backed exchange comes online sometime in November. I believe we'll have maybe one last run up. Mike Novogratz, one of the boomers out there in the legacy financial world, he said yesterday that he doesn't believe things are going to go over 9K. Okay, although he's been bullish most of 2018 and 2017. Now he's kind of retracted what he said. He says, yeah, maybe we won't pass 9K by the end of the year the way things are looking. Okay, so I happen to somewhat agree. I'm not going to say things are bearish because, you know, we've been holding this line from 6 to 7 27K for the past, I don't know, 2-3 months now, it appears. So, I don't think we're going to dip any lower than 58. I told you guys 58 is my bottom. I won't panic until things go under 5,500. And they have and sprung right back. Okay, if they touch under 58, they spring right back over 6K. Okay, let's go ahead and share this article here with the Bitcoin 1%. The Bitcoin 1%er. So owning 0.28, just slightly over a quarter Bitcoin, makes you the 1%er of the future Bitcoin world. Now, guys, let me explain to you and let me reiterate the importance that I believe holding at least 1 bit is. Okay, it's very, very important if you want to be a long-term boomer to have at least 1 Bitcoin. Okay, hodl it through the storm, through the halvening. I smell a boom like no other coming in the 2020s and beyond. I'm talking about a kaboom like no other. This is my personal opinion. You know, Champagne's not your crypto daddy. Do your own research out there, but I'm telling you what I'm smelling out there. Okay, Champagne's smelling some crypto cooking out there, and it's smelling hearty. And I smell a kaboom coming sooner than later out there. Likely 2019 is for the bull, says Joseph Joy. Okay, it's either going to be 2019 or 2020 by the halvening. What I mean by the halvening out there is the mining rewards get cut in half. Okay, the algorithm automatically does it, so that's going to lower the circulating supply of new Bitcoins hitting the market, and that arguably could raise the demand and price. Okay, so we're hoping to see 20K and beyond. You guys are discussing proof of work against proof of stake. Some say proof of work can't scale, and proof of work you must fight to hold power, which is capitalism. And proof of stake, once you own the coins, there's nothing they can do to stop you out there. This is a good debate, the POS against proof of work. I invite you guys, and one of the best debates I've seen of these things, POS against POW, has been Tone Vase versus the Dollar Vigilante. Okay, Tone Vase versus the Dollar Vigilante. They're specifically arguing about Steem, but Steem is a proof of stake blockchain. And Tone Vase makes some good arguments against proof of stake that I don't completely agree with, but I think that they're worth listening to. We don't want to have an echo chamber out here, guys. Okay, we want to listen to some competing ideas. You know, Champagne throws people out the box if they're acting funny bunny or they're trolling. But if you have an opposing view and you come with some reason, I'm definitely going to listen to you. So I invite you guys to check that out. They say Bitmain is already losing and their tech is old, says Shalom. So listen, guys, I don't know. Okay, I think that, arguably proof of stake, it's easier to collude with proof of stake. Okay, proof of work, you need to have some sort of a hardware. But again, some say that proof of work can't scale. I'm not sure if that's true. I think that machines have always been scaling. All technology has always scaled. We haven't seen any resistance with the scaling of technology throughout history. Okay, tell me when technology has kind of stopped. I mean, even with airplanes, you had the Wright brothers in the early 1900s, and now we've already arguably made it to the moon out there. I know some people don't believe that, but that's what the MSM is saying. But that's what it is. I haven't seen technology, hit some resistance out there. So, maybe the hardware will keep scaling. I don't know. Okay. IPO is a great way to pull in noob Main Street money, says CryptoZilla. I think the IPO stuff, IPO and ICO stuff, I think that that's old news. And if you ask me, I think this airdrop, air grabs is going to be the new future of distribution of coins out there. Proof of work has scaled to proof of stake. I don't think it's a scale, Derek. I would say it's an alternative. But I think the debate is there. It should be had. What's the benefits and the drawbacks between the two of proof of work and proof of stake? If you want to scale, use layer 2 solutions with POA like Ethereum Classic, says Shalom. Ethereum Classic will remain proof of work according to the data that we have identified out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and back to the point here. The Bitcoin 1%ers out there, the fixed supply of Bitcoin, which is about roughly 20 million Bitcoin, makes the 1% of the future Bitcoin world if one owns and hodls at least 20.28 BTC. Who's writing these things, guys? Who is this guy? and Jolly. This long sentence doesn't really read very well. But anyway, the bottom line here is that if one owns and hodls at least 0.28 Bitcoin, you'll be considered 1% of the Bitcoin holders. Okay, Bitcoin's fixed supply talks volume. So he has stated, if you own 0.28 BTC and hodl, you can be certain no more than 1% of the current world's population can ever own more Bitcoin than you. A modest investment of $1,830 today can ensure you are 1%er in a future Bitcoin world. And that's a great way to put it. So, you know, it's about $2,000. Okay, for about $2,000, you got yourself a ticket to be part of the 1%ers when it comes to those holding Bitcoin. Now, you know, I'm bullish for the long gunner out there, and I've been telling people, make sure you got 1 bit stashed away. I may be wrong, I may be right. Again, I'm not your crypto daddy, but I'm feeling good. It smells like a boom's coming. Shout out to Rogue B, Jim Schmelta, and Derek. Bitmain is trying to recover the money it lost on Bitcoin trash, says Jim. Next year, the SEC is going to say giving away free token makes it a security. LOL, says Rogue B. I don't know. I mean, apparently I've read some headlines out there that some courts have already identified Bitcoin as a commodity. I think that's still up for debate, whether it's a security, a commodity, or whether it's either or. Maybe it's neither of the two. Maybe there's a new class for it. So I'm not into what the SEC or the Feds or the CFTC or what Big Brother has to say out there. These coins will continue to kaboom with or without them, guys. You know I don't pay much attention to these legacy suits, the government out there. I don't care about Big Brother coming by here and giving us a tap on the shoulder and telling it's okay. If you're an indie boomer, you don't need approval from anybody, okay? And that's the way we should continue to step forward here and continue to crip walk. Shout out to my walkers out there. All my indie boomers, kaboom. Become a Bitcoin 1%er. Jump on the crypto train right now. Boom. Indeed. I see all you boomers out there worldwide. Bitcoin will be our retirement, says Joseph Joy. We hope so. We hope so. So check out this article. I'm not going to read you this entire article, but owning 0.28 Bitcoin will make you 1% of the future Bitcoin world. That's the bottom line here. Okay, let's talk about this other article here on News BTC. EOS is down the least in 2018 with 23.4% drop. Factors behind its success. So this is an interesting statistic out here, how EOS has lost less weight than some of the other cryptos out there, like even you know, some of your favorites out there, like Cardano, okay, like Dash, like Neo, even Bitcoin Cash. You could see some of these coins, like Qtum, has lost 93% since 2018. Okay, not very good. According to the document, EOS depreciated by 23.4% against the US dollar by the end of the third quarter 2018. It imposed less losses on its investors compared to other cryptocurrencies, which include Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. Collectively, leading cryptos underwent an average decline of 74%, with Qtum being the most bearish crypto with a 93.2% fall. Okay, so apparently, according to this article, in 2018, EOS has performed better. Okay, let's check out all-time high and see if some of this numbers correlate with what all-time high coin index is saying. Okay, ATH coin index, cryptocurrency, all-time high price and market capitalization, athcoinindex.com if you like to check it out. It's not linked down below, but I'll do it after the broadcast. You could see which are the boomers and doomers. Let's go ahead and look at some of the doomers out here. Searching from percent from all-time high, you can see things like Bitcoin Diamond is down 97.44%. It's looking kind of slim out there. Things like Qtum have dumped 96%, almost 100% drop. Qtum, there was a lot of bulls with Qtum at one point because Cliff High and his homies were shilling this thing like no other. And I like the idea behind Qtum, but I remember trying to download the wallet and it was mostly trash if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think that Qtum wallet was not attractive and it led me the other way. You got things like Verge. It's also down 94%. Verge. A lot of people were shilling this coin as well. A privacy coin that partnered with Pornhub, and then everybody thought that was going to be the big kaboom. And then a few weeks after, a month after, Pornhub started partnering with a bunch of other cryptos. You got things like Neem. Neem is one of those that have been in the top 20 silently for a while. It seems like there may be something there, but nobody talks about Neem. I've never heard of a Neem holder, and perhaps maybe that's why it's down 94% this year, or since its all-time high. Things like Icon, Nano, Cardano, Stratus, these are losers, okay? These things have lost more than 90% from their all-time high. Now, at the same time, there could be something on this list here that's a great buy that may swing back towards its all-time high. Things that are popping out at me from this list are things like Cardano. I think Cardano still has promise to swing back up. Things like even Tron, for instance, I think it still has some promise to swing back up. So, you know, perhaps, you know, it's a good time to get in those two or not. I just don't know, but it's something worth considering. Now, let's look at the coins that have lost the least. VeChain, okay, only down 33%. Some VeChain shillers here in the box, I think yesterday or the day before. I don't know much about this coin. HoloChain, this is another one that's been heavily memed the past month or two. Okay, I told you guys, don't sleep on the memers out there. Okay, things like HoloChain, Chainlink, and others that have been heavily memed. Even Dogecoin. Okay, we see Dogecoin here in this list. It's one of the top performers. So don't sleep on these memers out here. They may be kaboomers for the short term, and then they may dump mid to long term. I just don't know. Usually these memers are more like jokes. People don't take them seriously, but look at Dogecoin, what happened with Doge out there. Metaverse, I don't know anything about. And then you got Binance, one of the top performers out there. I believe it's one of our boomers out here. Someone like, I think it's, what, Derek. Derek, he's been really bullish on these exchange coins like Binance, and he's been doing well this year because Binance is performing very well. Okay, Binance has held its percentage from its all-time high. It's only down 57% compared to some of those losers that are losing more than 90%. We got Bitcoin, obviously always a top performer. Maker, Dodge, Decred, Stellar, EOS, 0x, Monero, and ETH Classic. So, you know, the coins that we've been attracted to, like ETH Classic, you know, I've been talking about ETH Classic, Monero, one of my favorites, 0x. We've talked about that as well. Rumor is that they may be listed by Coinbase. EOS, you know, I got little nickels and dime baggies of EOS. Decred, I've talked about before. I've done some videos. They have a governance system that's worth looking into. And then, of course, the memer, Dogecoin. Okay, so, you know, don't sleep on some of these hitters. Look, Stellar's on this list. I got my eye on Stellar, and, you know, being that it's family with Ripple, I'm not trusting it. But it's proving to be somewhat of a boomer here, according to this all-time high coin index list. Okay, Derek says, I've been telling you about Binance. Centralized exchange coins have the most best use case currently. It's just a fact. Indeed, Derek, I mean, you know, the numbers don't lie here. The numbers don't lie. And you know what my response is? I mean, I think this is something for the short term. You got to be, you know, got to be easy with it because it's centralized. So at the end of the day, you know what you're dealing with, something that could be manipulated and the house of cards could fall at any time. But shout out to you for getting some gains there with BNB. Keep in mind, price has nothing to do with tech. Shalom is absolutely correct with that. Chico was drunk streaming yesterday, dodging on VET, says he's going to be calling them out. I don't know who you're referring to. Says CryptoZilla. Mike Pfeiffer says, I'm still bullish on Nano. They've lost a lot because of that big Grail hack, just like Bitcoin lost a lot with the Mt. Gox. Yeah, you know, Nano, back when there were Ray blocks, but Nano right now is a loser. Nano's a loser. It's lost 94% out there. So that's what it is. Derek says, especially in Bitcoin, that is mostly owned by a handful of whales and miners. Okay. Shalom Dunn says VET is a boomer. Okay, so there you go. You got someone really bullish on VET. It's been performing like a slugger out there. It's probably, you know, it's the top performer so far. It's the least from its all-time high. So, you know, top performers, VeChain, Holo, Metaverse, Binance, and Bitcoin. Okay, you know, out of those VeChain, Holo, Metas, and Binance, I mean, I don't trust none of those coins anymore than Bitcoin. So, I'd rather sit with the bits out there, and I think the bits there's going to be I think Bitcoin's going to be around a lot longer than Binance Coin, if you ask me, or Halo or VeChain. Maybe I'm wrong, but, Bitcoin to me, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. So, until someone convinces me otherwise, I'm riding this Bitcoin train. You hear the train? Jump on the train out there. Kaboom. Shout out to my Crip walkers worldwide. Let's check out this other article. EOS. Okay, we talked about that. Then let's talk about the $30 billion TD Ameritrade. Crypto's exactly what our 11 million users want. So apparently, TD Ameritrade, TD Bank out there, Toronto Dominion out of Canada, if you don't know what that stands for, this bank, they're jumping into the crypto sphere. Okay, I know some of you guys get excited out there once you hear the bankers. There's an erection that rises. Okay, when you hear the bankers, you guys out there, I don't know what it is with the bankers. Some of the baby bear cubs, I see them dancing and prancing. They act like this once they hear a banker stepping in. We'll snipe you out the box as well. Now, I'm not ignoring this because I do understand that, a lot of people may, jump into the game just out of FOMO once these bankers get into the game. So TD Ameritrade dives into the crypto head on. Watch out, Backed. Okay, we know that Backed is going to be an exchange that's going to be implemented soon, and a lot of people are bullish at that. So earlier this week, as reported by News BTC, crypto investors across the globe were met with great news as The Block divulged that Wall Street giant TD Ameritrade, along with other prominent traditional firms, were joining hands to launch a crypto asset investment platform. For those who haven't kept in the loop, ErisX, as the platform is known, is slated to become a location for individuals, whether from a retail or institutional background, to trade crypto and their derivative counterparts. Initially, for its planned second quarter of 2019 launch, ErisX intends to introduce spot trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash as long as the platform receives regulatory approval, that is. So there it is. This is another platform, ErisX, that's similar to Backed. And I know you guys, some of you guys out there that are really excited about that Backed out there. Here we are with ErisX. Let me know. Good morning to Cryptonomicon. Good morning to Holmes13, CryptoZilla, and the rest of the boomers like Joseph Joy. He says, any take on the petro coin of Venezuela? Listen, my take, I think it's trash bags. Okay, sounds like another centralized coin out there. I don't need any coin that's backed by the government. They're better off just using Bitcoin at this point. Okay, that's how I feel. Namacon's asking, yo, champ, did you see that Fundstrat stats EOS looking sexy to these banksters? Yeah, I know Tom Lee out of Fundstrat, he's been bullish. Mike Novogratz out there, he's been bullish. And, I got these little bags of EOS. I'm on for the ride out there, and it is what it is. Hopefully that, it booms. CryptoZilla says, sorry, I thought you knew Chico Crypto. Personally think VeChain looks good from outside China, but being in Asia, I see how different it is in country on certain topics. I don't know about Chico. I don't know about VeChain, so I have no comment. Holmes13 says, this is definitely a trend adoption by legacy. I would agree. Yo, champ, they're saying we hit the bottom. Don't know about that just yet. I think we're at the bottom, Namicon. You know what I've been saying this entire off season. Don't act like champagne hasn't been on the nose here. I told you we're going to be trading between 58 and 83 this entire off season. Guys, I've been kind of on the nose, and all those doomers out there, those funny bunnies, those baby bear cubs that kept coming into the box trying to troll me, telling me that we're going to go to 4,000. I'm not believing them. Okay, I'm not believing them. Okay, I'll listen to what you got to say out there if you come with something that's reasonable. But if you're just trolling, I'm gonna snipe you out the box and throw you out the box immediately. Shout out to Namicon, one of our boomers out there. Shout out to Joseph Joy. Rafterman R. He's still bullish on Bitcoin long term. Shout out to Rafterman, one of our snipers out there. I always see you, Rafterman. Thank you for tuning in. Petrocoin doesn't exist according to the man on the street in Venezuela. Listen, it's another government-backed funny bunny, guys. I'm not believing the hype out there from the socialists, from the commies out there. They're better off. The people of Venezuela are just better off forgetting about whatever the government has to say when it comes to currency and adopting a worldwide cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, or maybe some other coin like EOS or Litecoin or something out of the top 10. Okay, but this Petrocoin, I'm not necessarily believing it. 57.70 is the lowest, says Cryptonomicon. Yeah, basically what I've been saying. I've been saying 5,800. Even if it slips under 5,800, the very rock bottom's 55, and we'll see a spring back up. And I'll tell you, the probability of things going lower right now is becoming less and less as each day passes. Looks like Bitcoin is finally finding some stability when it comes to the price out there worldwide. Shout out to the 30 maniacs watching. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, out here with the health, with the wealth, getting better and stronger every day, looking like Larry Wheels and 300 Spartans by the end of the year. Indeed, guys, pull some weight. Champagne just came back from the gym today. Another deadlift PR. Another deadlift PR. Shout out to my snipers. Actually, another overhead press PR as well. More bits and more coins worldwide, guys. I'm excited. The energy is always good out here. Shout out to Crypto Power. Salute Corporal Champagne Crypto, the best crypto channel. What an impact in the crypto ring. Shout out to Crypto Power out there. Another sniper in the foxholes shooting at whatever moves out there. Shout out to Rafterman, Namicon, Rogue B. Guys, we got some maniacs here in the box. We may have 30 people in the population, but with the power behind us, it's more like 300 or even 3,000. Okay, shout out to my boomers worldwide out there. I see every maniac. Okay, if you're just tuning in, we've been talking about Bitcoin 1%ers, what it takes to be 1% when it comes to holding the bits. EOS, a top performer, according to this article, it's down the least in 2018, and then TD Ameritrade has entered the crypto space. Some of you guys are excited. Kaboom! To Rafterman R, Feed Baby Champ, another $2 there in the population of the chat box, dropping fiat from the sky. Rafterman is slowly becoming our top most gratuitous member out there. Every time we do a live stream, he's dropping 2 there in the population of the chat box, showing up a lot of the boomers out there. Drop 2 in the chat box, drop 20 in the chat box. Rafterman is showing everybody up. Okay, so everybody owes me 2 just because Rafterman is dropping 2. Kaboom to you, Rafterman. Thanks again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A sniper out there. Let me throw another bomb for you too, Rafterman. Where's my bomb at? Where's my bomb for Rafterman? There you go. All right, kaboom. CryptoZilla says the real winner is going to be the platform that gives the mainstream to use crypto, i.e. using tokens tied to interactive apps that businesses can incite users with Groupon format. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, you have a point there. Let's see. Adoption and mainstream use. You know, that's definitely the point here, right? When Champagne Crypto's pumping iron on the bench, he mines Bitcoins. That would be a great way, you know, some way to mine Bitcoin by running or doing some exercise. That would be awesome. Shout out to Crypto Power out there. Shout out to all the worldwide boomers. We got 28 here in the box. We've been live streaming for about 33 minutes. And apparently owning 0.28 Bitcoin, slightly over a quarter Bitcoin out there, will put you in the 1% of the Bitcoin world, okay? You want to be a 1%er in crypto? Hold at least a quarter bit, says CoinGape. I'm telling you guys to hold at least 1 Bitcoin till 2020 when the halving occurs. I expect a boom like no other, personally, in my belief. Okay, I want to go throw out the disclosure out there. We got crypto commies out there silently lurking, and they want to hold you accountable for their own mistakes out there. So let me just go ahead and reiterate that Champagne is not your daddy. You got to go ahead and make your own decisions. Thank you, Champ, giving the good word. Thanks again to Rafterman R, a sniper there in the foxholes. Smash the likes indeed, says Cryptonomicon. I need you touching all the buttons, the like, the post notification, the subscribe, the bell, the ding ding, all the buttons right now. Caress them immediately. Now, we've also spoke about EOS. It's down the least in 2018, according to this article over here in News BTC. EOS down the least in 2018 with 23.4% drop factors behind its success. According to the document, EOS depreciated by 23% against the US dollar by the end of 2018, the third quarter. It imposed less losses on its investors compared to other top cryptos, which include Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and collectively leading cryptos underwent an average decline of 74%, with Qtum being the most bearish crypto with a 93.2% fall. You can see some of the losers here like Qtum, VeChain, NEM, Bitcoin Gold, Cardano, Icon, and more. I went over there to ATH Coin Index. We were checking out some of the coins here that have maintained their value. Apparently, VeChain, okay, is one of those top performers that has lost the least from its all-time high back in September of 1 cent. Okay, so you know it's been holding its price, so it's basically where it was at back in September. So you can see it's down 33%. We got Holochain. Holochain, another memer out there. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the memers. Don't sleep on the little meme coins, guys. Those things may boom for the short term. Don't sleep on the power of the meme in this day and age. Metaverse is down 48%. I don't know anything about Metaverse. Binance, BNB, those exchange coins are looking sexy. Shout out to Derek for holding the bag. It's down 57%. And then we got Bitcoin holding the line there, down 67%. Other coins that have maintained their weight are Maker, Dogecoin, Decred, Stellar, EOS, 0x, Monero, and Ethereum Classic. Okay, we've been talking about Ether and Monero as well. ETH Classic seems like it could do everything that ETH can, but for a lower price. And, you know, they're apparently the last or one of the top cryptos that's proof of work and Turing complete. So some say that puts that coin in a unique position out there. And we talked about that yesterday if you want to know more. Shout out to the 31 boomers that are tuning in worldwide. We've been streaming for about 36 minutes. I'll go ahead and take a few comments, questions before I go ahead and enjoy my Friday out there. I'm going to go ahead and tune out on you guys. I want to keep things, you know, I've been saying about 45 minutes, but I think the sweet spot is about 45, a little less than 45 minutes. Somewhere around now, I think is a good time to cut it out. Crypto Power says, me too. End of the year 2018, end of the year 2018. I know Bitcoin will power pump. Many chumps will get on the bandwagon when Bitcoin gets momentum. Trust me. That FOMO is real, Crypto Power. So let's see. Some of the baby bear cubs may FOMO in as soon as that next run begins, whether it's at the end of 2018 or sometime in 2019. I expect it to come by 2020 when the halving occurs. Rafterman says Bitcoin first. Indeed, indeed. Let that be a lesson to all the young gunners out there. Some of these baby altcoins, they may look sexy. Okay, I remember when people were shilling Qtum. I remember where people were shilling Verge. And look where they're at now. Don't fall in love with these baby bear altcoins. Some may pump, some may dump. And because of that, it's important to hold the majority of your bag in Bitcoin. More bits, and more kaboom, in my personal opinion. All right, guys, if there's no other comments or questions, I'm going to go ahead and start tuning out. Let me remind you guys to eat healthy. Okay, cut the carbs. If you're a fat boy out there, I invite you guys to check out the ketogenic diet. Champagne followed it for over 2 months, lost about 20 pounds. I'm at my target weight. I'm not necessarily following the diet to a T any longer, but I found it very easy to follow when I was using those urine strips to make sure I was in ketosis. And we have a discount code on the urine strips. You can get them for less than 10 bucks. Okay, Perfect Keto. They set us up with a code down there. You get, I think it's like 15% or 20% off with the code that we have down there. If you want to get protein powders, keto urine strips, they got different butters or different type of supplements that you guys may be interested in. So check it out down below. And, you know, also check out the Strong List 5x5s. It's a beginner to intermediate lifting program, and I've had much success following it. So check that out as well. Crypto Power says some may dump, some may pump. At the end, you are a chump. I stick to the best and known coins. As champagne praises, no funny bunny. Indeed. Thank you, Crypto Power, for the love out there. Hey, I'm in it till 2020, so I'm cool, says Cryptonomicon. Indeed, we've created a crypto brotherhood out here, and we'll be here till 2020 at least. Okay, at least. Champagne's not going nowhere. Whether things are up or down, you see some of these tubers out there that they got, you know, high ranking. Some of these commie lefties out there, and you know, they may have a high subscriber count and a high viewership count, but as soon as things get bearish, you see them slowing down. They start downshifting. They don't know what to talk about, and they don't got the energy like the boomers have here, okay? So, you know, we're here for the long gunner out here. Some of these guys have blown their load, and they wasted all their energy out there in the summer, okay? We're here for the long gunner. We're marathon runners out here, and we're getting stronger every day. So follow Champagne. Let us spread that good crypto word daily. Okay, tune in, turn on the post notification bell just in case these MSM mainstream media outlets are shadow banning Champagne. Look out for me in the mornings on the weekdays. Okay, I'm out here daily on the weekdays spreading that good crypto word. Derek McLean says, champ, enjoy your weekend. Enjoys yours as well, Derek. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Crypto Power, Rogue B, Cryptonomicon, Rafterman R, and the rest of the boomers there in the population of the chat box. Enjoy your weekend. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.